If you lose your mind every time you step on the scales because the scales has got up a kilo, I'm going to share with you the reason why that happens so that you can put your mind to rest and understand the weight loss process, but most importantly, the fat loss process. I'm Gavin, I'm a personal trainer. I've lost over 20 kilos personally, and I've kept that off for the last 16 years. And I also help other people do the same thing as well. And a lot of people get stressed out and completely derailed by their weight going up and down on a daily basis. And people lose their minds because we have so much emotional connection to the weight on the scales that it can sometimes put us off our progress. So with these little pots here, I'm going to explain to you exactly what happens when you start to lose weight and explain some of the factors that happen every single day that makes your weight fluctuate. So this is your body fat, okay? And these are things, you've got wheeze and poos, you've got salt, you've got hormones, and you have carbohydrates that influence your body weight on a day-to-day basis. But you've got to understand, body weight and body fat are very different things. Our bodies are comprised of a huge percentage of water. And sometimes things that we do and our hormones and things that we eat actually impact on hydration levels of our body. So let's just look at this. If you, let's say, have had a big meal and you've got a lot more bulk in your body, you're going to have more food volume and stuff in your body, okay? And if you haven't gone to the toilet for like a number 2 for a day or so, then this will start to creep up, because you got to understand, our bodies are a vessel, and everything you take in will sit there until it gets passed out from one end or the other, or we burn it off through calories, or lose some body fat. Okay, next thing you got, if you got salt or you eat a high salt diet, what happens is your body will absorb a little bit more water to dilute that salt and to keep your blood from getting too salty, because too much salt in our blood is obviously not a good thing. Then you got things over here like hormones. So lots of things affect your hormones. Let's just say you're tired, okay? Then if you're tired, your hunger hormones will start to increase, which means you may feel like eating more, okay? And therefore you'll eat a little bit more food potentially. It could be that, it could be menopause, or if you're a lady going through menstrual cycle, then certain times of the month you can hold on to more liquid again, okay? And that's going to affect your body weight over the course of a month. And then you've got carbohydrates right here. So for every gram of carbohydrate that you eat, your body will use 2 or 3 grams of water to metabolize the carbohydrates. So all these things can adjust your weight on a daily basis. So let's just say you had a very low carb day yesterday, then your weight will go down a little bit. And let's just say you had a salty meal on the weekend and you didn't have any salty meals throughout the week, then your body will hold less water. And let's just say, you've eaten a bit extra fiber and then you've gone to the toilet a little bit more, and therefore you will lose some of that water weight. And let's just say you're well rested and, it's a good time of the month if you're a woman, and, you're feeling full and you're going to eat less food because your hormones are not dictating that. But all this aside, it doesn't matter. All these things happen all the time, every single day, and there's not much we can do about it. However, this is fat loss. And if you're in a calorie deficit, your body fat stores will go down, even though these things are jumping around a little bit. I'm going to leave a chart in the screen right now of my body weight every single day over the course of a couple of weeks. And you will see those sharp spikes and declines. And what I've learned is that if I sort of I'm really in tune with this kind of up and down scenario, okay? I don't lose my mind over this anymore, because I understand that bodies are fluid and there's fluctuations every single day. But as long as I'm in a calorie deficit, that is the key for losing fat loss, okay? And what will happen is if you're in a calorie deficit, all these things are going up and down, but your body fat is going down. And then let's just say then you had, another high salty meal, and makes you hold on a bit of water, and your hormones hold on a bit of water, and then your carbohydrates, you hold on a bit of water. But the thing of it is, your body fat's still going down, but you're going to have these spikes providing you're in a calorie deficit. Because the thing of it is, fat loss and weight loss are 2 very different things. Fat is the stuff stored on your body, and weight is how much you weigh as a whole. So if you were getting super stressed out by these daily fluctuations, what you need to do is weigh yourself every single day. get up in the morning and weigh at, say, go to the toilet, weigh every single day. This is exactly what I get my clients to do, because the thing of it is, if you do that every day, you will start to learn what your body does when you eat certain things and how you feel and across the month. Because the thing of it is, if you understand this process and you understand what is normal for you, you can still lose body fat but have these daily fluctuations. And the thing of it is, when you do start to lose body fat, your weight loss will spike, but it'll be a downward trend like this. So it's never going to be a straight line. It's going to be a zigzag up and down, up and down, up and down, because of these daily fluctuations, but the overall trend will go down. The next time you jump on the scales and you're getting stressed out, please don't worry about it. As long as your weight is trending down, that is going to be a good thing. However, if you jump on the scales and it starts to trend up a little bit, it means that you're no longer in a calorie deficit and you need to lose a little bit of extra weight, whether it be through exercise or eating a little bit less. And if you're really confused about what that is and how to get into a calorie deficit, I've got a blueprint that you can download for absolutely free, and explains exactly how you can understand your own calorie deficit and exactly the steps to take to put yourself in a calorie deficit again. And if you want a copy of that blueprint, comment blueprint down below and I will send that over to you via email. So hopefully you understand the process of your body weight fluctuations and why it certainly happens, and hopefully it'll put your mind at ease, because that's all I want for you, is put your mind at ease so you can continue on your weight loss journey without getting stressed over the process. So let me know in the comments, does this make sense? Do you feel a little bit more understanding about the whole process? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm going to leave a video up on the top there of one of my clients, a case study, who's lost over 35 pounds or 16 kilos. So go and watch that video there, and I'll see you over there.